My beautiful people, please, I want you to share this video. I've been saying it, and it is as if many people aren't in tune with this information. Nigeria is different. Nigeria is for Africans in all ramifications. Many people are testifying of Nigeria and their experiences, and I will keep coming back here on this beautiful channel to tell you all about it.
So guys, I just read the comment. Someone said that, that is why did you decide to go to Nigeria? Why are you going to Nigeria? Jesus. What kind of question is that? Do you know that Nigeria is a country for all Africans? All Africans are welcomed in Nigeria. Let me tell you guys a story. When I first came to Nigeria 2 years ago, I came at the airport and I realized that my documents were actually, I did those things from the website and I got a scam document. They now told me, if you are not an African girl, we would have just deported you back to your country. But since you're an African, they made an effort for me. So at least they processed those documents in the fastest time period. And even this one, they took me to where I am going to sleep. Immigration officer themselves, they decided to take me to where to sleep because I took long at the airport and I could not move at that time alone at the night in the country where I am alone as a girl. Imagine, they told me, if you are not an African, we would have deported you back to your country. What are you saying? Nigeria is a home for all Africans. Forget that boundary. In Nigeria, if you're an African, you will feel welcome. You will not hear anything that, which country are you from? Why are you doing in our country? You will not hear it. Don't forget that thing they talk about Nigeria here. If you come and visit Nigeria, you understand what I'm talking about. I feel so at home. I don't even feel like I've left my country. I don't even feel like I've left my country. Imagine. Please don't talk that thing.
Now, dear brothers and sisters, let us talk about Simple Gladys. She's a Ugandan lady who visited Nigeria in 2024 and she visited again. I watched her heart-melting story in 2024 about how she was helped by Nigerians from the airport. From Nigeria, she went to Ghana and they tried to use her to incite hatred against Nigeria by twisting her words. Well, they nearly succeeded. Dear Simple Gladys, you keep things real. You keep things real about your movements. And whether you know it or not, you contributed to the positive narrative about Nigeria. Let me speak a little bit of Swahili. Jina langu ni Qinspride. Ninatoka Nigeria. Well, my Swahili may not be as refined as yours, but nina kuombea. Mungu akubariki. Mungu akulinde. Unakaribishwa Nigeria. Ukaaji wako Nigeria utakuwa mzuri. Amen. Dear brothers and sisters, despite what we face in the hands of others, I'm very proud that we Nigerians are very accommodating. You see, narrow-mindedness can cage you spiritually, it can cage you physically, and it can cage you mentally. We Nigerians are the real Pan-Africanists. I'm talking about in reality, not on paper or orally.
Life treats you how you wish it. Life beckons on your aspirations. Men are gods and speaker. In the tongue lies the powers. Men are gods and spirit entities. Speak to the waters and roar command. The cloud moves to give way. The thunder barks. Oh, to the yes, raw greatness.
of you foreigners got denied a house because you were a foreigner in Nigeria? Be honest with yourselves. How many of you foreigners got booted out from the market because you were a foreigner? How many of you got asked, are you a Nigerian? When do you go back to your country? None. If you truly wish to tell yourselves the truth, you think we do not have criminals who are foreigners? But we mostly do not ask about your nation, except if the security agencies want to profile you due to some grave vices that you committed. But most times, the law treats you as a citizen. The shop rents are the same. The house rents are the same. The utility bills are the same. We are the true embodiment of Africanism.
So I want to talk about the narrative that is being constantly spun about Nigeria. Now, before my trip to Nigeria, I had Nigeria on the list of countries on the continent of Africa that I might want to live in, because I am thinking about moving abroad in the next couple of years, and I have my eyes set on Africa, specifically Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya. More specifically, Lagos, Nigeria, Johannesburg, South Africa, and Nairobi, Kenya. So on this list, Nigeria was the first, and I was excited to go, and it was high on the list. But I kept listening to the narrative that was being spun on my FYP by not only by Americans, but also by Nigerians. And it had me thinking that, oh my gosh, I don't think I can live there. I don't think I can, keep Nigeria on the list. I don't think it's tenable for me. And I was thinking that, when I got to Nigeria, I had all of these expectations because of the narratives that were being spent on TikTok. I thought I was going to have just the worst time ever in Nigeria, that I was not going to be able to take it. And lo and behold, when I get to Nigeria, over half these narratives weren't even true. Even at the airport, I thought I was going to have to throw elbows at the airport with people, not the workers, but the travelers, people who are passing through the airport. And that just didn't happen. I mean, there were a lot of things that people said, negative narratives that were being spent on TikTok, and they just were not true. Or they had some truth to them, but they were exaggerated to the 100th power. And I was like, none of that is like even remotely close to what people were saying. I mean, some of it had some truth to it because I did notice it, but it wasn't all over the place. It just was not what I expected. And matter of fact, and this is going to sound very weird to some people, but I actually had a peace when I was in Nigeria. I did. I had a peace not only with the country, but there was a certain peace I had with the people of Nigeria. There was a certain peace that I had with the culture that was in Nigeria. And there was a certain peace I had with the land. And see, I didn't come with any expectations of, oh my gosh, I'm coming to Africa, the motherland. I didn't have, that was not on me. That was not in my heart. That wasn't part of why I was coming. I was coming because I needed there was a much needed vacation that I wanted to have. I needed to get away from the rigmarole, the everyday life that I was living, and I needed a break. And I was going to take that break in Nigeria. That's why I came. But when I, towards the end of my trip, I noticed that, I don't, this anxiety that I normally have, I don't have, right? There's this like frustration and tension that I would normally be experiencing here where I'm living that I just wasn't experiencing there. It was, and if just this, and all I can tell you is it was a certain peace that I had. Again, it was a peace with the people, no matter whatever the chaos was at the markets, at Oshodi, at Mushin Market, at Balagoon Market, no matter the chaos with the traffic, or all that, or how crowded the buses were, I still had a certain peace. And I appreciated that. I did. I appreciated that I was able to go to that country and not be tensed and frustrated and mad and angry at everybody, but I was able to experience a certain peace that I didn't think I was going to experience, that I didn't know that I was going to experience it, but I did. And that touched me in a certain way. It really did. it touched me in a way that I was like, you know what, this is a place that I could live. This all those narratives that they were saying was just like, I can deal with whatever that is, whatever is going on with the country. I mean, I can deal with it. I can even deal with the bad roads. Now, I don't want to live anywhere where I have to step outside and you know, there's a dirt road with a whole bunch of potholes, and I'm doing this, you know, because I have an older back and I can't do all that. So I'm gonna have to find an apartment, you know, a building that, a compound that has at least a paved road in front of it. But again, that piece, I enjoyed having that piece, and it made me want to come back to Nigeria. It made me want to, it made me appreciate the people in the country in a way that I didn't think I was going to experience.
You see, I am not perturbed about the quest of the Efulefus to stop people from coming into Nigeria. Do you know why? Because once these people land in Nigeria, they are the ones to carry our testimonies to the world. Do you know that there are so many nations or people who love Nigeria? Do you know there are so many people who love Nigeria and Nigerians, and Nigeria is their dream country to visit?
Away, 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 away to pity. Live for yourself. Live for those.
You see that narrative that the world hates Nigeria? It is an exposed scam. It was a narrative pushed by these major groups of people: the Ghanaians and South Africans, the Ghanaians who claimed to be Nigerians, the Efulefu Nigerians who scam Ghanaians and South Africans for views and money, the extremists and secessionist agitators who are looking for every means possible to split the nation, and they are all busy spreading the narrative that no one is actually interested in.
The sun rises, the sun darkens, the clouds becomes, oh, let the rain fall, the thunder crackles, oh, the rainbow brightens, the land made clean, see the bright skies enter the void and speak greatness. I'm the apple of the fountains, the greatness that lies awaiting. The waving waters roars, the wind barks peace. The child of Africa waves. You're the best there is. We're the children of greatness. Realms of justice dwelleth. The old African child of Africa, child of great.
These are people that refuse to move on. There is nothing you will do for them that will make them calm. It is already in their mind. This is what they want to do, and that is what they will do. Trying to force it on people, but nah. It is not working. In fact, you actually awakened the zeal in people to visit Nigeria. Despite your evil narrative, Nigeria took the fashion world by storm. In your pain to destroy Nigeria, Nigeria took tourism to another level, and dated December became a powerful brand. In your rants, Nigeria took the city marathon to an international level. In your agitations and evil screams, E1 was hosted in Nigeria as the first in Africa. It didn't stop there. Many Americans, many foreigners, many Africans, including your Ghanaians and South Africans, are making their way to Nigeria, and they are all saying the same thing. When will you stop your lies?
Awaken the spirit, our nation, our pride, the vacuum that gave us soft landing, the home of our King, the land of our bloodline, the home of kingmakers. The symbols the rhythm, the dance of the waters, the achievers in Nigeria. The impossibility becomes possible in Nigeria. If you bless you, Nigeria, you grant us better life. 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 You grant us better life.
Please press the share button. Share this video, dear brothers and sisters. Share this video even to your enemies. We Nigerians, we love because love is part of us. We Nigerians have many things to talk about, ranging from government to business to growth to eradicating poverty to eradicating insecurity to dragging our politicians and to dragging ourselves with wasbos as well. We are occupied. We are not jobless enough to drag our brothers and sisters from other nations who visited our land.
Music is life, music is spirit. Let the goddess of inspiration fill you. Dance to the spirit, your soul on a journey for redemption. Awaken the waters, awaken the earth, awaken the air. The fires are ready, the messengers are on duty, the spirits move in tandem.
In as much as we are lovely people, let us make this thing clear. We also love wasbos. So if you dare us, we will abandon our internal fracas and give you real wawulence.